Why is boredom so boring? Why is it becoming a social norm not to talk to other students? How do phones affect our ability to be present? I set out to explore these questions by interviewing people in my dining hall of my college.
I definitely feel less connected to my surroundings when I'm walking with my phone or while I'm eating. I tend to ignore what's going around me.
First, I found that guess what? Boredom is uncomfortable, and this is nothing new. It's been shown by science. But what's important is that this takes students out of the context that they're in. And so we have to ask, why is this?
It feels like I have this itch to grab my phone and be like, okay, let me do something.
You need a lot of things to engage yourself around it, or else I will feel like, what is my purpose? What am I doing? I should have multiple things going on around me.
It's almost as if some cultural norm is telling them to do more, to multitask, to be entertained, to do their schoolwork instead of just appreciating one thing for what it is. And second, I noticed that generally people assume that others don't want to talk with them.
I kind of don't want to feel like I'm intruding most times, and it's also because I know everyone around here has their own stuff going on.
Especially for those on devices, people will assume they don't want to talk.
When you walk into a class, you don't see people talking to each other before class starts. Or being like, oh, what's your name, what's your major? You see people just sitting on their phones because they want something to do.
And so, as a result of this, the increased use of devices is perceived by everyone to mean that no one wants to talk anymore.
We don't get to talk to each other anymore. But I think if we didn't have the distractions of phones, there wouldn't be that fear as much. We'd already have more practice in talking to people.
So for all you students, first, I would like to reassure you that doing one thing is okay. It's okay to not be productive all the time and not be entertained all the time. In fact, it'll let you savor where you are so much more. And second, I want to help you overcome the idea that maybe not everyone else wants to talk, because that's generally not true. If you are the person to take the first step, if you are the person to be open and not on devices, then that will create an open space where people feel comfortable talking to each other once again in this shared world. Because while I think a state of entertainment is fun and amusing, I think the deepest parts of life are the human relationships that we cultivate.
We were doing karaoke the other night, and everyone was on their phones at the moment. I was like, hold on, we need to step. Or if we're all here having fun in a moment, we need to step out and be in the moment.
Together, we can start to create a culture where we once again talk to other people.